Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, welcome back to another video. This video we are going to look at IELTS listening MCQs. One of the scoring task I'll say, and one of the tasks which you can easily improve on. But still, I want to give out few tips and strategies, few shortcuts and few methods by which you can maximize your scores, maximize your accuracy, and you do not waste a lot of time as well. What we are going to look at in this video, we are going to look at the task description, that what this task is all about, then a few tips and strategies, then I'll be practicing along with you and I'll be showing you how IELTS can trick you and how you have to avoid all those traps and get the right answer in the very first go. So without any further delays, let's get into the video. I'll be sharing my screen and I'm going to give out each and everything you need to know. Let's get started. All right, IELTS listening MCQ. What happens in this task? First of all, obviously, if this is your listening, you'll get an audio will be played, and you'll have questions like this. So let's say this is your question, right? A champion athlete will be in the shop. So this is your question, and then you've got three options: on Sunday morning, all day Saturday, whole of the weekend. So you need to listen to the audio, understand it, and then select what is the right answer of this particular question. Similarly, this one. So these are MCQ single answers. You can have MCQ multiple answers as well, where more than one option will be correct. So you'll get an audio. You need to understand the audio and select two correct options. What happens in this task? This task can be either in your section 2 or section 3. Remember, your IELTS listening is divided into 4 parts or 4 sections: 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 being the easiest, last 4th being slightly difficult. You'll have a conversation between 2 to 4 speakers. You will not just have one speaker in these type of questions. You'll have 2, 3, or 4 speakers. The context will be academic, means a formal setting. You can have university lecture, speech, or presentation. Now, what you need to do before the audio starts, you'll have some time, obviously a few seconds, read the instructions, because I've seen students selecting 2 options in MCQ single. I've seen students selecting only 1 option in MCQ multiple, and then they mess up each and everything. I request you to please read the instructions on the top carefully. There can be a title as well. Like for example, on the top, there will be a title here: athlete visiting the shop, for example. So make sure you read this thing properly as well, so that you have a complete idea what the audio is going to be about. While you are waiting for the audio to start, or while the audio is going on as well, make sure you read the question and underline the keywords, right? So in this question, right, what I want to focus on in the audio is champion athlete and shop. So I'll highlight these two words so that as soon as the speaker says champion athlete or the speaker says shop or these two words together, I know this is what they're talking about. So read the questions and underline the keywords so that you can easily relate it to the lecture, because audio can be slightly fast or difficult or confusing at times. All right, sometimes I've seen students complaining about this thing, that they've got this question in section 3, means let's say 21 and 22 or 23, 24. Question number are MCQ single multiple, and they complain that they don't have enough time to read the options. In that case, what you can do is, when you finish your section 2, means number 20, and you have got MCQs in section 3, once you finish section 2, you will be given 30-40 seconds to revise or check your answers. If you're confident with section 2, don't use those 30 seconds to read the answers or proofread your answers or revise your answers. Use these 30 seconds to go through the options in section 3. That way you'll have more time and you'll be able to go through the options in a better manner and thoroughly. So use the 30 seconds checking time from the previous part to read the questions and options. Always throughout your IELTS, you need to understand the meaning, understand the message. Don't just go behind the keywords blindly. You're not expected to relate the keywords, you are expected to relate the message. So you need to make sure you focus on the meaning, not the words. Words can be different, meaning can be same. All right, few golden tips you need to be careful about. You need to listen to understand, don't just listen to trace. You will not find the same exactly same phrases or words in the audio and in the options. You'll have same meaning but different words. Questions can be paraphrased. For example, instead of before, you can have prior. Instead of unbiased, you can have indifferent. Instead of strong, you can have powerful. So you need to be very conscious about this. Don't go behind the keywords, go after the message and pay attention towards distractions. This is where IELTS is going to trap you. What happens? Let's say the audio is going on. As per my previous conversation, the champion athlete will be visiting the shop Saturday whole day. So what happens? You will immediately tick this. But the next part of the audio will say, but unfortunately, due to his tight schedule, he will now be there only on Saturday morning. So as per the previous conversation, he was supposed to be there whole of Saturday, but due to his busy schedule, he will just be available Saturday morning. So as soon as you hear it, don't just tick it, wait to hear the complete message because there will be distractions, there will be traps, and there will be a lot of change of mind. So in any case, when there is a change of mind, you need to select the last option or the last thing they're talking about, mostly because last is where they'll talk about the final decision. So you need to make sure you wait till the very end. As I've told you, look for the title before the audio starts. That will give you a better idea of the audio. Underline the keywords. In the question I've told you in the options as well. For example, here you can highlight gym, video, calendar so that you can relate to the question. Yes. Do not select the first option you hear, as I've told you. I've seen students hearing gym membership, they select and they are on the top of the world. They're happy, enjoying, thinking they've got the right answer. Listen till the end, unless and until you have or the speaker has not given you the final information about this particular topic. Because they won't just straight away give you the answer, they are going to go around the bush and then give you the answer. All the options will be mentioned in the audio, means they will talk about gym membership, they'll talk about video, they'll talk about calendar as well. But you need to see out of the three options which one is correct according to this question. Means the person to answer the 20 quiz questions correctly, will he win gym membership or a video or a calendar? So everything will be there in the audio. You need to make sure you select it carefully. In case you miss, don't spend too much time, move on. Because let's say if you know that you have missed this one, you can't really do anything about it, leave it for now, move on to this one. Because if you just keep on thinking about this, you will miss the next one and so on and so on, and you'll mess everything up. But again, if you miss anything, don't leave it unattempted, just select the one which you think can be the right answer. Because even if you select it and it's wrong, you'll get zero, and even if you don't attempt it, you get zero. So if you've got three options, you are just fluking it, you're just guessing it, you have 33% chances of getting it correct. So never ever leave anything unattempted. How to manage time to read the questions? Make sure before your audio starts, or you can use some time from the previous section as well to go through the questions. But reading the questions before the audio is very, very crucial. Try to read and understand as much as you can so that you know what they are asking about and what part of the lecture you need to focus on. Number 11, you need to pay attention to the synonyms used in the question. A champion athlete will be in the shop, and your audio can be the athlete who won the competition will be visiting the shop. So the athlete who won the competition instead of champion athlete, meaning same, different words. Very important you understand. And last but not the least, which will get you over the line, is practice. Practice is the key. The more you practice, the more you'll get used to it. Now let's practice a few things. I'll practice a few questions along with you. We'll share some tips and strategies, and then we are going to discuss a few more things.
Section 3. You will hear two psychology students called Lisa and Greg discussing a project they have to do. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 27.
So now we have got some time to look at questions 21 to 27. Highlight the keywords. Akira Miyake study and majoring. Aim, investigate. Female physics students. Miyake's teams asked the student to write about writing, so we have to focus on writing here. Aim of writing exercise will be here. Surprising results. So what surprising. We have to see what shocked the researchers. Now look, go through the options as much here.
Now listen carefully and answer questions
Alright, pay
21
attention.
to
We need to
27.
focus on, alright, pay attention. We need to focus on what students were majoring in.
OK, Greg. So I finally managed to read the article you mentioned. The one about the study on gender in physics.
About the study of college students done by Akira Miyake and his team. Yeah, I was interested that the researchers were actually a mix of psychologists and physicists. That's an unusual combination.
Yeah. I got a little confused at first about which students the study was based on. They weren't actually majoring in physics. They were majoring in what's known as the STEM disciplines. That's science, technology, engineering and
math.
Okay, see, they have given the answer clearly. Students were not majoring in physics. They talked about psychology as well. That is something related with researchers, not with students. They weren't actually majoring in physics, but they were majoring in what's called STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So C will be the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. We need to focus on what was the main purpose of the study, what they wanted to investigate.
Yes, but they were all doing physics courses as part of their studies.
That's correct. So, as I understood it, Miyake and co. started from the fact that women are underrepresented in introductory physics courses at college, and also that, on average, the women who do enrol on these courses perform more poorly than the men. No one really knows why this is the case.
Yeah, but what the researchers wanted to find out...
See, answer is given clearly, but what the researchers wanted to find out, what they wanted to do is to find a way how they can improve the low result or low success rate. That is what they wanted to find out, and that is what they're investigating. But we'll still listen to the audio if there are any kind of changes.
was basically what they could do about the relatively low level of the women's results.
That's it. Now they're talking about solution, how they can actually do it. So B will be the right answer. Why? Because they wanted to find out how they can improve the performance of women in physics. Now we have to focus on the female physics students were wrong to believe that. What mistake were the women students in physics were making?
But in order to find a solution, they needed to find out more about the nature of the problem.
Right. Now, let's see if I can remember. It was that in the physics class, the female students thought the male students all assumed that women weren't any good at physics. Was that it? And they thought that the men expected them to get poor results in their tests.
That's what the women thought, and that made them nervous, so they did get poor results. But actually, they were wrong.
Okay. Question is, the female physics students were wrong to believe that. They have mentioned this in the audio that they made an assumption that boys or male students were expecting the female students to not perform properly or not perform up to the mark in physics, but they were wrong. Means what they were wrong to believe that the male students expected them to do badly. B will be the right answer. Why? They didn't mention anything about teachers, and then their test results, no, they have not mentioned about comparison with male students. So B will be the right answer. This is how you have to solve your MCQ single or multiple, guys. Nothing difficult. You need to go with the audio, understand the question. If you understand the question, you know what the speaker or what you actually need to find out. You'll know what you have to look for in the audio, and as soon as speaker gives you the answer, if you understand the meaning, not the keywords, you will immediately get the answer. So not difficult, but make sure you pay attention to detail and look for any changes, any distractions, and any kind of traps. Be careful with that and you'll nail it.
So that is it from this video, guys. MCQ, single and multiple, not difficult. You need to focus on the message, understand the meaning, Don't just go behind the keywords. Don't just go behind the option you hear at first. Wait for the speaker or the speakers to give you final information and then select the answer you find is appropriate. Practice as much as you can. Pay attention to detail, look for synonyms, look for paraphrasing, understand the message, and you are going to crack it. That's it from this video. If you found the video helpful, do like, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends as well so that along with you, they get their desired score. If you need any help with IELTS, PT, or any other English test, feel free to visit our website or contact us, and we'll make sure you get your desired score like thousands of other students. Remember, if I have done it, thousands of students are doing it every day. You can do it as well. You just need to focus, practice in right direction and under the right guidance, and success is going to be yours. Varun from Language Academy, do subscribe and let me know what other topics you want me to cover so that I can help you get your desired score without wasting your time and money. I'll see you very soon. Take care and stay safe.